Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Nisha. For those who are tuning in for the first time, hey girl, hey. And of course, for those who already been here, you already know what's up. What do you do, baby boos? Welcome back. First, I'll say happy Sunday, everyone. I'm gonna consider today like 2025, like the new year, because like New Year's is what, Tuesday, Wednesday? What are them days? I don't know, but it's around the corner. Okay, so I have some ideas and plans that I'm going to be doing for my channel. A lot of content that you guys have seen in the past is coming back. So for one, like you guys see, Shop My Stash, this is going to be a faithful upload every Sunday. So if you guys like this, want to see what I have planned for the week, what eyeshadow palettes I'm going to be using, what products I plan on using and mixing in, all that good stuff, then make sure you guys come back every Sunday because Shop My Stash will be official. So this is going to be considered Shop My Stash #1 for the new year, but aka this is number 31. So I don't know how I'm going to title it. I guess we can continue counting it. So it's number 31, so it works out perfect because 31 1, you know, like, okay. I'm over here putting on my little bit of what's left of this. This is like one of my favorite lip oils from Essence. As you guys can see, your girl didn't drunk all this up. My lips was thirsty, okay. One of my favorites though. So I think I might do Shop My Stash kind of in this format, in this way. If you guys have seen my past Shop My Stash, that I usually come already dressed up, glammed up. I do a recap of last week, and then I pick out the new products I'm going to be using for that week. I'm going to do that somewhat the same, but being that this is going to be the fresh Shop My Stash for the new year, I'm not going to do any recap from my last Shop My Stash, so we're doing it kind of fresh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pick out the products that I plan on using for this week, and I'm actually going to put them on right now. So instead of me just talking and showing you guys what I'm picking, let me actually put the products to the test and see what kind of combos I'm going to create and if I'm going to actually like this stuff. And then I'm also going to show you guys the palettes as well that I plan on using and creating makeup looks with for this week. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm gonna quickly go through this. I got my tray. Let's go ahead and shop the stash. So for my primer drawer, I decided to go with these two primers. I have the NYX Plump Right Back and then All About the Blur Essence. And this is going to be like, I think, my second time trying this NYX Plump, but have I tried the two combo together? No, but I think this is going to be a good combo. So let's go ahead and give them a go. Put it in my little tray. Foundation, I'm going to go in with the Even Better Clinique foundation. I've tried this, y'all, for the past, like, I want to say a good week and a half. I think this is by far my favorite Clinique foundation because y'all know I got all three of them. This right here for my oily girls. Hold on, my camera's not even focusing. This right here, she's stunning, honey. And then for my concealer, I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. All right, so this is like my favorite drawer because we got blushes, and as you guys can see, I did rearrange it and kind of organize this a little bit better. So this is my favorite freaking drawer. Okay, so blushes, we're gonna pick out 3 different blushes. Blush I want to pick out is this NARS blush. It's a really pretty red blush. Next I'm gonna pick out is this Half Magic blush. This one is called, what is this one called? My camera don't want to focus today. Yeah, Only Drama. But let me show you guys what she looks like. It's a really pretty purple shade, and this is what she looks like. It's a very different texture, but I do like her. She's really pretty. So we got a red blush, purple. So I think it's best that I find a pink one. I decided to pick out a palette. So this is going to be the Betty Boo Blush Duo. And this one, she gonna need a little bit of help because this by herself is, let me pick a actual liquid blush to kind of complement and work with this one. That I'm going to go in is going to be the Ulta Beauty. This is the Moon Fresh liquid blush. I want to do a review on these blushes. This is the new Revolution. These are going to be the new, what are these, jelly blushes. So I don't know if I'm going to try all of them or maybe just this one because I feel like the other 2 shades are not going to do that much for me, but I did get these sent over from Revolution, so I do want to try them out because they're going to be like the dupe for the who is it, the Milk jelly blushes. So I'm going to put these aside to also try as well. All right, this is my everything drawer. We got bronzer, highlighter, and powders to choose from this drawer. Where I'm going to go in, it's going to be my Beauty Bakery bronzer, y'all. I'm hitting pan on this one, but I'm so happy that I do have a backup one. So this is what I'm going to be using for contouring and bronzing. Powder, I picked out the Black Radiance for all over the face setting powder. And then I have my under eye powder. It's going to be the Beauty Bakery. This is in the shade Plain Tane. I'm going to pick out a highlighter, and I'm going in with Beauty Bay highlighter. And this highlighter is so cute. Let's see if I can open it with one hand. And I did. Look at that. Isn't she cute? I think this is going to be really pretty. I have yet to try this, so I want to get this a go. Alright, so now that I have my products, my thing is complete. Okay, I'm so excited. Okay, I think I'm going to like this way better because I can actually put the products to the test and see what's going on. So right now I have on my skin, if you see that my skin is glowing right now. I do have on the, I always have a hard time pronouncing it. It's Natrium, I think it's how you pronounce it. But this is the Vitamin C Complex Serum. This is what I have on. This is one of my skin prep products. I mean, of course, you know, cleansing my face. After I cleanse my face, this is what I like to have on my skin because it's a nice vitamin serum that I feel like it does not interrupt with any type of makeup products that I put on. Plus, this is supposed to help correct, this has hyaluronic acid in it and vitamin E. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's supposed to help with dark spots too. It says it helps brighten and shed skin from environmental stress. Yeah, for a healthier, more youthful looking complexion. Okay, yeah, so I love this product. This has been like something I've been like using for like a good like 3 weeks now. Love her. Okay, and another thing that I've been using for my skin prep is a moisturizer. I don't care if you got oily skin, oily combo, dry skin, moisturizing your skin is definitely highly important. So when it comes to a moisturizer, I either like to use a moisturizer that's somewhat of a primer or something that's not going to crash with my primer. So this one that I've been using with the combination of this, again, I've been using for like a good like 3 weeks. This is the Charlotte Tilbury moisturizer. Now I'm not gonna lie, she is hella pricey. She is pricey. There is a travel size for this, and again, travel size is pricey. Is it worth the coins? I'll be honest, yes, it's very worth the coins. Like I said, it is expensive though, but if you just try a little sample of it, ask for a sample of it at your local retail stores, for Ulta, whatever, yeah, this is definitely worth it. Like, we got this in a gratis because I watched like a training video, so I got this as a gratis gift. And I'm going to tell you guys this, when I run out of this, I'm going to repurchase this. Like, this is really freaking good. So I'm gonna put this on my skin and let it marinate, so that way when I'm doing my eyeshadows, this is not gonna crash with, you know, my primers and stuff. And I feel like that is definitely important when you're using like skincare prep products. Allow your products to be put onto your face like for a good like maybe like a minute or two by itself before going in with your other products. Like, if you just keep going with every product like back to back and not allowing the products to have like worked into the skin and let it sit and marinate before adding another product on top of it, I feel like your makeup is definitely going to crash. So do allow yourself some time when it comes to makeup preparation. That's why for the girls who be getting their face done in 30 minutes, I'm not that girl. Yes, I like to talk to my camera, talk to you guys, but I don't feel like I would ever be that girl. And if you guys see a little patch here on my neck, y'all, I got a really bad skin tag that's like really like getting bigger, and it's dangling. It sounds nasty by me saying it, but it's dangling to the point like whatever I put on my hair, my top, my purses, everything is like rubbing against it. So I set up a doctor's appointment. It's not gonna be scheduled for another like I think 3 weeks, because I need to get this removed. So in the meantime, I just have on a pimple patch right now just to kind of like seal it down, because it hurts so bad to the point I want to pull it, and I know that's not the right way to do that, so I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, this thing is like irritating the crap out of me. Okay, so now that you guys seen the products that I picked out, let me show you guys the palettes that I plan on using for this week, and let's see what palette I'm actually going to use for today. Okay, so I'm keeping it cute. I'm picking 7 palettes for the week. Am I going to use all 7 palettes? I don't know. I might only have a chance to film 5 looks. 6 looks, or I might have a chance to film all 7 looks for each day of this week, so I don't know. But here is what I picked out. Let's go ahead and quickly go through it. If you guys did not see my January palette playlist, please check that out. I will leave it linked down at the bottom, but that was pretty much the previous video that I just upload. It's giving you guys like an idea of the eyeshadow palettes that I do plan on using for the whole entire month. I might switch up and add some different palettes, or you know, take some away. We're just going with the flow. So if you guys left some votes on what palettes that you want to see, make sure you guys check out that video if you haven't, but leave your votes. Let me know what palettes that you guys would like to see, so that way I can make sure that I'm guaranteed to come back and give you guys makeup looks. With these palettes that I pick out, I do plan on filming content with them. It might be a full-on tutorial like this, or it might be an actual YouTube short, so I don't know which one it's going to be. Whatever I have time to film is what I want to say. Stay tuned. Okay, so really quickly, we have the Culture palette from Juvia's Place. If I'm feeling a little colorful, this is what I got for this week. And then I have the Anastasia Modern Renaissance Palette for my neutral classic cute day. And then I have my yellow palette, Miss Ace Beauty. This is the Flora eyeshadow palette. Yeah, I don't want to just focus on just like dark neutral looks because it's, you know, winter season. Like, I do want to still play with my colorful eyeshadow palettes. This is a new palette from ColourPop. This is the Bratz eyeshadow palette. So with this palette, I did get a couple of the lip kits, but I think that's the only thing I got with this collection. So when I do a look using this palette, I am going to try out a couple or 1 or 2 of the lip kits that came with this collection. We have DD's signature. This is the Blooming Basket, and then this is what she looks like. I cannot wait for the pre-order of her new palette that I missed out on. What was it released? Early December? Yeah, I missed out on her new release palette, so I am staying on lock for her pre-order time. I think she said it's going to be the beginning of January 2nd, so I don't know. I would definitely keep you guys updated on that, because just in case you missed out like me and you want to get that palette, because that palette, I want to say between that palette and who's the other palette that I really love, Clarity Cosmetics, them 2 palettes, I was like, that was the perfect end of the year palette release. Like, I needed both of them. I got Clarity, but now I need DD's signature new one. Okay, this is Cosmic Brushes. It's the season. Yes, this is more towards a Christmas eyeshadow palette, but y'all know I don't just use my seasonal eyeshadow palette for that season. I use it for whenever. So I did not get a chance to use it yet. This is a new palette. I love the fact, yes, there's like Christmas themed colors in here, but like I said, you can use these eyeshadow, you can use your eyeshadow palettes whenever you feel like it. Okay, so this is definitely going to be a colorful look day. And then the last one that I picked out for this week is the Beauty Bay Smoky palette, and this is going to be giving the smokies, grays, blacks vibes going on. So I have a good little, I feel like a good nice little rotation. I got my dark smoky looks, I got my neutral eyeshadow palette, and then I have a mixture of color looks. So I am going to prep my eyes really quick, and then I'm going to pick out the palette that I'm going to be using for today, and also using the products that I picked out for this week. So I'm currently on my way to work, so I'm going to take the easy way out, and I'm going to use a classic palette, the Anastasia Modern Renaissance Palette. I'm surprised. I got some pans in here. I hit pan with this eyeshadow, and this one I think is about to hit pan. No, it's not. I don't know what I was seeing. These 2 are about to hit pan. So I guess I really love some metallic shades when I first got this eyeshadow palette. But we're gonna do a quick little eye combo. Nothing too dramatic. I don't want this video to be even more long because I've already chatted enough with you guys. So yeah, really quickly on my eyes, I have on my eyeshadow primer, which is Milani. Then I go in with my Too Faced concealer to set the actual primer, and then for my eyeshadow base, I have on the P. Louise eyeshadow base, and I don't know what color this is because it's not saying any name or shade on here. I think this is just a classic like neutral shade. I don't know, but yeah, that's what I have on my eyes. And then of course my brow bone highlight from Essence for underneath the brow bone. So now let's go ahead and begin with the eyeshadow palette. I think the first shade that I'm going to go ahead with Let's go in with this beautiful orange shade right here, and we're going to start off by applying the shade right in the crease. And years later, and this eyeshadow palette is still giving amazing quality. That's one thing I do like about Anastasia eyeshadow palettes, because I feel like their eyeshadow palettes don't go out of style. Like, I know a lot of people say like, oh, like your products do expire. Over here we don't do any judgment over here, okay? Over here we do not throw any eyeshadow palettes away, okay, unless it's completely broken and it's not performing anything. But other than that, we don't throw away no eyeshadow palettes. There's no expiration in my bookshelf of eyeshadow palettes, okay? Not at all. So, and if I'm not mistaken, I think this palette is still sold like pretty much everywhere. I know Anastasia still sells it on the website. If they don't, I know a lot of other like retail people sell this palette. Like Macy's take a lot of like the older eyeshadow palettes. I'm not sure if this is at like TJ Maxx or anything like that. I've never seen like an Anastasia palette there, but it might be. But I think this is still available on the actual Anastasia website, if I am not mistaken. And then of course, while TikTok is still here, it's still available on TikTok shop as well. So I really hope they don't get rid of that, because I really have grown to like that social media. But if they do get rid of it, so be it. Make sure you guys are still following me here, and I'll still be represented, of course, on Instagram. But I really hope they don't get rid of TikTok. This eyeshadow is performing so well. Like, this looks really good. All right, so I think the next shade that I would like to put in the crease, I do want to darken this up just a tad bit, but not really. Like, I feel like the brown, I can't remember, I think the brown was not that deep in here. So I don't know if I want to go with the brown or if I want to add a little bit of the red shades in here. Like, where are we going with this look? My mind is telling me to do red, but I think I'm lying to myself. So I'm gonna go in with the, of course, the Safeway. I'm gonna see what this brown can do. If it doesn't show up, then I'll go in with one of these red shades. You know what, hold on, I think this one is gonna be a little bit dark. I figured it out. I just did a finger swatch. So it's this shade right here. So it looks like it's going to be like a deep orange shade, but when I finger swatched it, it looked like a really nice deep brown. I don't know if that's just the fading of it, but we're gonna pop that right towards the outer part of the crease. So it did get deeper, but I don't think like to the point to where you guys can like really notice it. I mean, I can see it, but I don't think my camera is gonna pick it up. So I'm gonna go in with the brown, like I said, and see if it gives me a little bit of like definition in the crease. Okay, and it did exactly that. Okay, I didn't think it was gonna show up, but it's showing. She said hello. So we're gonna pop her in the crease. I'm gonna make sure that that blend is out really good. So I love that burnt umber effect in the crease, so I don't want it to overshadow that particular shade. So I'm just making sure that I bring it like right underneath that one, and then I'm gonna go back in with that brush and we're gonna reapply some of that orangey color back into the look. Okay, I'm just reapplying some more of that P. Louise eyeshadow base to put back on my lid to give more of a clean canvas for my lid color. And I'm debating if I want to go metallic or do I want to make this an all matte look. I don't know what it's been lately, but I've been into like all matte looks. It brings back like that old classic like 2016 makeup era in a sense. So I think I'm gonna go in for an all matte look now that I'm saying it out loud. So the color I'm gonna go in with the shade right here. It looks like a nude grayish color, kind of purpley, I don't know. And of course I want to pack that all over the eyelid. And with this, I'm also making sure that I take this shade and I'm putting it right in the inner part of that crease, so it won't look like that. So it won't look like I try to do a cut crease when I'm not trying to. Because I feel like with my eyelid, you know, with the shape and everything, I can naturally do a cut crease without me purposely like cutting my crease. And I remember one time I went to work and I did that. It wasn't a cut crease, but I guess to where I had stopped my eyeshadow and everything. One lady was like, she was a guest, she was like, oh my gosh, how do you do your cut crease? I was like, I don't have a cut crease today. I was like, I just have a blended eye look. She said, well, it looks like a cut crease to me. And I was like, oh no girl. I said, girl, my cut crease would be a little bit more sharper, more clean. I said, right now it's just that. But I looked at how my eyes was looking. I was like, oh wait, yeah, it does look like a sloppy cut crease look. So I was like, yeah, let's make sure that we blend our eyeshadows a little bit better, Nisha, so it won't look like you did a cut crease when you didn't do a cut crease, because we know how to do a cut crease over here. So my little perfection stuff, I was like, although the look didn't look bad or anything, it looked like, to me it looked sloppy once she pointed it out that my eyes looked like I had a cut crease when I didn't. So I was like, oh, maybe this is not what a cut crease looks like, not even close. So now I make sure when I don't do a cut crease, I'm blending whatever eyeshadow I'm putting on the lid right in that inner part, so it will give the illusion that I did not do a cut crease look. My eyeshadows are just blending today, okay? So I'm going to put a little bit more of that dark brown, and then I'm going to go in with liner and lashes, and then we're going to put these face products that I picked out to the test and see how this combo is going to eat or not eat. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the face. I decided I want to put my lashes on last because I don't know what lashes I want to put on. Someone on TikTok asked me like, what's my favorite brand of lashes, and I wanted to share that with you guys just in case. I have a few brands that I feel like I always rotate. Number one, Juvia's Place. Number two is going to be, is it called Lily Lashes? Why am I having a brain fart for that brand? I think it's called Lily Lashes, which is at Ulta Beauty. Juvia's Place, Lily Lashes. Who else is, oh, Glam Light, love Glam Light. Beauty Creations, that's another one. And then my last two, Ducky Cosmetics, yes, love her lashes, black owned as well. And then I think this is pronounced Material Girl. Yes, this is a new brand that got introduced to me. Love her lashes as well, black owned as well. So yes, those are like a few of my favorite brands. Like I feel like if it's not out of the ones that I mentioned, most likely that's, I don't wear nobody else, okay? so I feel like not a lot of people are talking about this particular primer. This is the Essence All About the Blur. It erased the fine lines and pores. I'm going to show you, like, my skin already looks really, really good and blurred out right now because of my skin prep. But I'm telling y'all, this primer, she does wonders too. I want to say she's kind of like a dupe for, I can't figure out what primer that she reminds me of, like the blurriness. I low-key want to say like MAC. I think she reminds me of the MAC matte primer. It's just the only thing, the MAC one is like really, really like super matte. And I don't get really super matte vibes from this, but it definitely clears up any type of like texture that you have going on. And she's going to fill in those pores area to where you look like you don't have any pores whatsoever. But as y'all can see, I have, you know, discoloration, I have texture skin, and with this, putting this on, it blurs and softens like the areas a little bit. And I just don't know why nobody ain't talking about this primer, because she's amazing. She does have a little bit of a scent to it, so if you are a scent person, like you don't like scented products, then I would say kind of sort of stay away from this. It's like really light, like you really can't smell her, but already you guys can see a difference within the skin, right? And then this right here, I had to buy a full size of this because I was playing around with this, and I tried this out I think like last week. Why are we not talking about this either? Like, I know she's not like a new primer, but I didn't know, for one, NYX had a gripping primer. This is considered to be a gripping primer, so I like to put all my blurred products on first, and then I'll put the gripping on like my cheek areas, because yeah, I like adding multiple primers. And it's a nice clear silicone type of base, and a little goes a long way. So I just put this right on top of the Essence, and then immediately I can feel kind of, not like a plumping feeling, because I know it says plumping. I think mine's like, yeah, it's plumping. It's not a plumping feeling that I'm feeling, but you can definitely feel like a coolness. Not like minty cool, but you can feel it on your skin. Like, it feels really good. I don't know why I have not did a review on this foundation, but we're gonna do a review on this foundation. So I'm gonna quickly put her on, and y'all gonna see the magic within this. But I gotta give y'all like a talk through 101 and then like do like a actual like wear test with this primer, with this foundation, because I bragged so much about the other Clinique foundation, and this was like the last one that I did not try, and I tried it and I cannot put her down. Like, this is what I've been wearing for like the past like 2 weeks. But I cannot put her down. She is absolutely stunning. Look at that. Look at the coverage with the combo of my skin prep and the primer. Like, you can't tell me nothing. Like, what texture, what skin, what it's my skin in a bottle. It's a nice full coverage foundation. This looks absolutely amazing. So we'll talk more about this when I do like my product review. So I'm gonna put the rest on. Look at the skin, girl. The skin is skinny right now. It's skinny. It is. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the concealers. Now I know e.l.f. has their own like contour one, but I like the old classic concealer that I've been using. So I'm gonna use this to contour. Let me actually pin my hair back because this is where my hair tends to get in the way. I hate getting foundation on my wig units, and it bothers me because it's so hard to get out. So I'm going to go in with the shade Rich Ebony, which I think she's low-key almost out. I'm using my products, you guys. I am running out. I'm going to use this to contour. And with this one, I feel like you don't have to be neat with this because it's easy to blend out. I feel like with the e.l.f. liquid contours, they are a little bit more trickier to blend out. It can be a little bit muddy if you don't blend it out correctly. So with the classic concealer, I feel like you don't have to go through that. Now okay. And then this one's in the shade Deep Cinnamon. This is my favorite shade. Whenever I'm looking for a new concealer from a different brand, this is where I kind of go for a shade preference. Like, I'll grab this concealer and see, you know, something in that particular brand that I'm looking for, if I can find something in this shade, because this is like my perfect concealer shade. It looks super bright, but once I blend it out, you guys are going to see like, oh, it gives you the perfect balance on the skin. And I'm like, yeah, it does. It really does. So far this face combo, I am loving it. I am loving the heck out of it. And then this brush that e.l.f. came out with, this contouring brush for the bronzing, perfect, amazing, perfect brush. All right, and I'm gonna go in with my sponge, and now I'm gonna go ahead and see how beautiful this e.l.f. concealer is. I was talking to a guest a couple of days ago at work, and she was looking for a more like affordable concealer. So I showed her e.l.f. and she was like, oh, I heard a lot of bad things about this concealer. I was like, really? And I was like, about like, what about it? So I'm like, e.l.f. has been doing a really good job with their products. I'm like, so there's barely any products that they have, especially now, that's not good. I'm like, this is like a dupe to the Too Faced concealer. Like, this is the dupe to me for the Tarte concealer. It's like, this is a nice thick creamy easy blendable concealer. So I was like, what do you not like about it? I was like, which one did you try? Did you try the satin one, or did you try the matte one? And she was like, oh, I didn't know there was 2 different versions. I was like, yeah. I was like, so which one did you try? Oh, I didn't try any, I just heard. I'm like, girl, stop hearing stuff. Stop hearing stuff. I'm like, if you're personally not really like looking up different reviews, and then I always say, try the products out for yourself, because what someone like, you may not like, and then vice versa. You might like something that somebody dislikes. So I'm like, just try the product. If you don't like it, return it. I'm like, Ulta's really good on returning products. Simple as that. Look at the blend. Like, what do you don't like about this? I was like, if you don't want it to be too thick, go with the satin. Satin's still going to give you a nice coverage. As you can see, the contour is still peeking through. So my contour shade, and that's another way to tell too. So the white top, if you are going into any, I don't care if it's Target, whatever, the white top of the e.l.f. concealers, this is going to be the satin coverage. Satin's not going to be a full on, well, it's still a full coverage, but it's like a easy satin coverage. And then the matte one, if you don't want matte, you don't want drying concealer, then I would say stay away from this one. But I love it. I just say it's always best to have a nice skin prep, primer, foundation, and stuff like that. So I'm like, I've never had any issues with this concealer. I think I'm on my 4th purchase for the brightening concealer, and then for my contour, I think this is my 3rd purchase. Like, I really love this concealer. I feel like I will always repurchase these items just to have in my collection because you can't go wrong with these mix. Blush, I'm gonna go in with the pink blush combo because I said this blush, she's okay, but she needs a little bit of help, okay, especially for my complexion. So I'm gonna go in with the Ulta Beauty. This is called Fuchsia. I'm gonna go in with my girl Fuchsia and pop her on the cheeks. I feel like a pink blush is gonna go stunning with this. Another brush that e.l.f. came out with that's a really good brush for like cream products or liquid products is this blush brush. I absolutely love this. This has been like my favorite brush to use when it comes to applying any liquid cream blushes that I put on. It blends out so good, like no complaints over here. Look at that. Okay, this shade is beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna put on my powders that I picked out really quick. I know this video has been really long, but I'm gonna pick out my powders. Beauty Bakery Black Radiance, y'all seen them. Oh, I love this setting powder. It's like the perfect under eye brightening shade. Right, and then Black Radiance for the remaining part of my face. So I feel like with this foundation, like you really don't have to set so much powder with it. Like it kind of like sets itself, and that's what I really like about a good foundation, is to where you don't need that much setting powder. Like it's going to do what it's supposed to do on its own, you know. I'm gonna contour with my Beauty Bakery. I love this bronzer. I'm so glad that I have another one on backup. I'm not sure with them coming back because I know they sold this brand to another person. The only thing I'm not sure if they're gonna keep the formula of everything, and if they're gonna keep like the location of where this product, you know, was originally sold at, if they're gonna keep it, because I haven't been at Target lately, so I don't know if it's still at Target. I think the last time I did check on the actual Beauty Bakery website, I think it's still sold at CVS. I think they still have like a contract with them. So if you're looking for a good bronzer, contour, whatever you want to call this, I definitely recommend this Beauty Bakery one. This is like the perfect. Look at that. Oh, look at that contour, honey. I love a heavy contour. Make it look like I lost 10 pounds within 1 minute. And I'm gonna take the remaining of the powder and then squeeze the brush, and we're gonna go down the bridge of my nose. And then now for the blush, we're gonna go ahead and do something with this blush. And I'm gonna go in with the deep shade because I can't do nothing with that one. That ain't gonna do nothing for me. That ain't gonna do nothing. I love the fact you can still see that liquid blush still peeping through. So if you don't want to do any type of powder, because I know a lot of people don't work like blushes, like you can still see that blush peeping through the contour. So that's a good thing. All right, I knew this was gonna be the perfect pink blush combo. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, when I used to wear this blush by itself, it was not showing up on me. Y'all remember the view of this palette when I reviewed the palette and everything. I was like, where's the blush? Where's the blush? Yeah, I just needed some liquid right underneath to bring this out more. Okay, so I'm gonna pop on my lashes and then everything off camera because this video has been really long. So I do apologize for that. So I'm gonna finish the rest of my face and then I'll come back and show you guys the finish of the look. Okay, so here is what the finish of the look is going to look like. I think I hadn't picked out some bangers for this week because the way that my face is like glowing in the perfect amount, and then it's matte. Like, baby, there's no filters. We don't do no filters over here. So what y'all see on this camera is what you would see in person. Oh my goodness. Yes, okay, this face combo, I don't know if it's the primer, I don't know if it's the foundation or a combination of both, but my skin looks amazing, you guys. It looks amazing. So I'm just saying, if you guys got any of these products that I tried out today, try the face combo out and let me know if you guys get the same results, because I feel like I am absolutely impressed. Okay, and by the way, I do have this highlighter on. I'm not sure if I really like this one. It's kind of like a natural highlight, like it's not like a super beaming one. And I don't know where I swatched this at, because it's like different layers of highlight, but I think I did the top part first, and then I was like, oh, I really can't see it, so then I went in with the bottom part. So it's like different shades in here, so it's not a bright highlighter. Like even with me finger swatching, like it's not super bright. So if you're looking for a nice soft highlighter, this is giving like 2024 type of vibes. Like it's like a soft highlighter, but I need that 2016 bling bling highlight bright. But we're gonna go with it for the rest of the week. What I'm gonna do is probably add it with a liquid highlighter to kind of see if it will allow it to bling a little bit better, because I feel like it needs a little bit of something like underneath. But other than that, you guys, this face is giving. Okay, and really quick on my lips, this lip combo is absolutely stunning too. So I have on a few products. First off, I have the ColourPop lip liner, and then for the actual lipstick, that's the star of the show, is Anastasia. This is in the shade Butterscotch satin cream lipstick. And then to complement the lip liner, I went in with my Sweet Slade lip gloss. This is in the shade Mocha Babe. And then for the lip gloss, that's kind of like identical to the lipstick, is this beautiful lip gloss from Estina Cosmetics. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, this is what she looks like. So that is everything I did off camera. I set my face with Morphe, of course, with a combination of my Urban Decay Love This combo, and that's pretty much it. So let me know how you guys feel about today's videos, the products that I picked out, and of course overall this whole entire look. Let me know down in the comment section, and of course I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Have a beautiful day, stay blessed, stay amazing, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Bye guys.